Hey guys, Justin here with Rumpingu Nation, and I thought I would bring you guys some neat content that Konami is going to release first right before Nationals. So as you guys know, Infinite Forbidden is completely legal for Nationals, and we're getting some pretty neat TCG exclusives. So we already know we're getting Moon of the Close Sky, which is our Link 2 generic to make Requiem, the Link 1 Fiendsmith, but now we're also getting another fusion monster that, oh my goodness, I don't know why they did this, but it basically turned Moon into just a one card combo to full Snake Eyes combo. So if you guys don't believe me, I have a combo right here, just like two bodies that are going to turn into Moon, and you don't need a third body at all to do this combo. So get ready, because this is going to just like change nats. It makes you play through two hand traps and still do full Snake Eyes combo. So if you were to start this, let's say we just started by like normal summon Ash, we got Imperm, Veiler, like whatever, right? But let's just say for this case, it's going to just be double Imperm, so Talons is dead. Like nothing like that's like irrelevant. So here we're just going to summon out diabelle, pitch diabelle. I'm going to assume that gets Imperm too, because they don't know about this combo. Let's just say they're like, oh, Moon, not a third body, you can't do anything. Well, that's what they're wrong. So now we're going to summon Moon. It's just generic, you know, but this is now literally an Orcus combo, like back in 2019, throwback. Any of my good players from back then remember when we had Nightmare Mermaid? Well, Requiem is just Mermaid. This stuff is gonna get banned one day. Anyway, use Requiem, tribute itself, summon out Fiendsmith. If you use Requiem engrave now to equip to the Fiendsmith. So that's what we're gonna do now. And here now we have Fiendsmith that is equipped at Requiem. And usually you'd need the second body here to make the Link 2 in order to fuse into Lacrimosa into Revive to make Beatrice. Well, we're getting this new level 6. It's a TCG exclusive. It's called Necroquip Princess. It's actually the craziest card of the entire set next to Moon and the Fiendsmith cards, because it just works so well with the engine, and it makes it to where now you just need to play one engraver, one spell card, and one lure, because you can do this combo every single game by just making Moon alone. You don't need like the third body. So we're going to use Necroquip pair to so we're just going to have it on field, but the way it's made is that you need a monster that it's equipped with a monster card and a fiend monster. Well, you're wondering like, okay, how did you do that with just one monster? Okay, so the Fiendsmith was equipped with Requiem. That fulfills our requirement as a monster equipped with a monster card. Our second requirement was a fiend monster. So you're like, okay, but that doesn't work like that. Well, it does, because the Fiendsmith itself, the engraver, counts as one body on the field, but it has met the condition of being equipped by a monster card, which is the Requiem. The Requiem counts as the second monster that we're going to use as the fiend monster for the requirement. It's independent because we're contact fusing, so we can use monsters from our spell and trap zone in order to contact fuse for this, because it says you have to send the above cards from your hand and / or field to the grave. It doesn't have to say monster cards, it just says the above cards. So you can send the Fiendsmith while it's equipped as the first material, that's a monster that's equipped, and then the Requiem as the second material from the back row to make the Necroquip Princess. Now this is where it deviates from just the regular Fiendsmith combo. So we're going to shuffle back our Requiem to resummon back our Fiendsmith from the grave. Usually you couldn't do this because you need the bodies in order to fuse, but you're going to get the bodies back. But this is where it all gets crazy now. So from here, we're going to convert these two now into M7 Ptolemy, and then we're going to detach our Fiendsmith to add our Fiendsmith back to our hand. So it's kind of like all Lights 1 rulings, like as long as you had a legal target engraved to add back, you can add back the card you detached, because this activation requirement says you can detach one monster from this card, then target one monster. So A happens, then B happens, as long as you had a legal target engraved prior to fulfill the requirement. So we're going to do that now and detach our Fiendsmith to add it back to our hand. So now we're going to use our Fiendsmith effect from our hand to send itself to add our spell card, the Tractus, and then we're going to use Tractus to add Lure now. So now you can see where this is going to get us everything. Lure is going to be added to hand, discarded. Lure is going to revive itself, and then you're going to make the Link 2. So the Link 2 now is going to fuse your Lure and your Close Sky, because you have to keep the Fiendsmith engraved for this part of the combo. So now you're going to make your Lacrimosa, and then you're going to use Lacrimosa's effect to revive. So you're going to just revive your Fiendsmith that's in the grave. Now, from here, you can make Beatrice. So there's a few deviations you can do. Like if you think Beatrice is too tight for the extract, you don't have to play it, because when you revive the Fiendsmith and you have Lacrimosa, you can use Lacrimosa's second effect to... I'm sorry, not Lacrimosa. You're going to link off Fiendsmith and Sequentia into Promethean, and then you're going to use the Sequentia's second effect engrave to equip itself to the Lacrimosa, and then you can use the Ash to send the equip instead. But for the combo tutorial, I'm just going to show you guys what you can do because we play Beatrice. Now it's going to be like a little different, obviously, because we've already gone through our Ash effect to add, so we can't do it like the regular combos, so where you can go Ash at pop and then do the combo from there. So here we're going to go Beatrice, dump our Oak, link those two off into Promethean. Promethean's going to revive our Oak, then Oak's going to revive our Ash. So from here, this is where I spent some time trying to figure out like the best possible end board with the Snake Eyes cards. But for me, it was just Ash send the Promethean, summon Pop grab Temple, play Temple, and then from here I chose the back row Flamberge because we don't have our we don't have like that extra body for the diabelle to keep the Flamberge on the field. So here I'm going to use the Oak to send the Flamberge in order to summon out diabelle. So this combo that I'm first showing you is assuming you only play one Flamberge in your deck. If you just wanted to play one and then one diabelle. So we're going to use those two to revive because the Flamberge went to the graveyard. You're going to link off specifically now the Popular and the diabelle to make IP. And then you're going to just back row the diabelle from the Popular. You're going to then use the diabelle to back row the Flam. And then you're going to turn those three into Selene because you have your spellcaster with the diabelle. And then you're going to use the Selene to revive diabelle. And then you're going to make Appaloosa for 2. So now your Apple can't get animated, and you still have your Temple to summon out Flamberge to link into the 2 with that. But as you may look at this board, you're like, oh, this is like super weak to evenly. What if my phone just goes like battle phase evenly? Like you don't really want to link off your IP or do anything of that sort, right? So for that part, I like deviated back to the combo, like back to where it was, like where you have this field. If you play 2 Flamberge, you get to the regular end board. So you can just go Oak, send itself in Flamberge to summon out the Flamberge from the deck, and then the Flamberge engrave is going to trigger to bring back the 2 bodies. So here now, you're going to just link those 2 off into IP. The this is going to go to the back row, and you have a choice here, by the way. So you can choose to link off all 3 of the bodies into an Apo, and it's like, all right, but like for me, I choose just to do something else. So I use the Ash to make Anima, and this is going to make our spellcaster requirement. So you're going to turn then those 2 bodies into making Selene, and then the Flamberge is going to be able to back row the IP from there, and then the Selene is going to revive the diabelle here. So this gets you our conventional unboard of Flamberge IP, and like obviously this is like through 2 hand traps. So this is also just assuming like your hand is like hand trap plus diabelle. That completely works, because if you go diabelle then they hand trap it, you can go normal hand trap into this line into Moon, and then when you make your Beatrice with the link 2, you dump Ash, and then you Promethean back Ash, add Popular, and you just do the entire combo that way. So every single game you're going to be going for the link 2 like play, because it completely changes the dynamic of the deck. Now like you can play through a lot more hand traps as long as you have like extenders. Not only that, you're able now that you don't have to focus on the Fiendsmith engine as much. You can just play them all as like one-up copies of each other, even Engraver. Like you don't even need to open that card anymore, because we simply have Moon into Requiem, and then Requiem into Engraver into Necroquip Princess. So I don't know why Konami gave us Necroquip Princess, because this is by the definition of what a custom card is, because it's a contact view, so it's like really, really nice. And you're able to make double rank 6 in this combo if you want it, which is pretty insane. So yeah, M7 now, like it's just like way more crazy. But this is not only just like related to Snake Eyes. I just figured I'd show you guys this combo for Snake Eyes. Just remember, like Moon is splashable in every single deck, because now we're basically just playing Orcus, but the engine is so tiny now, It's just a 3-card package. It takes up a bit of your extra deck, but you're able to like splash it into anything and make Beatrice. That also means Tear is like extra nice with that. Like there's like so many options now. Hopefully this shows you guys some cool things you can do with the Fiendsmith cards with the new Necroquip Princess. And I'm going to be posting like a lot more combos like leading up to Nats, not just with like Snake Eyes, but Drytron's getting new support. Ritual Beast had some cool stuff come out in Terminal World, and then there's also Lightsworn Tear, which is like extra crazy with the Fiendsmith card. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. This is Justin with Rumping Nation, and see you guys.